Good evening, guys. This is Modesty Ewing, your Norwex sales consultant, and I am so excited to be here with you tonight to talk about the Envirocloth. This little cloth right here is going to change the way you clean your home, and I want to tell you about it. First of all, you are going to be able to clean up 99% of the bacteria, dirt, dust, grime off of surfaces in your home. 99% you're going to be able to remove with just this cloth and water. No chemicals at all. This cloth has been created specifically with you guys, with all of us in mind, so that we can clean without chemicals. This cloth we call the Envirocloth. It has its name right here right there it is on the tag. Each one of our cloths come with this little corner tag on it, so it makes it really super handy to hang them up to dry after you're done using them. The Envirocloth, this one is purple, which came in a host rewards gift recently, but there are 5 different colors available in our store right now that you can choose from. So if you're not a purple girl, it's okay. I am a purple girl, so I was super excited to get this one. We call this the Envirocloth. E is for everything. It literally will clean everything. I use this on my kitchen counters. I use it in my bathrooms, you know, on the toilet seat, on the sinks, on the countertops, in the shower. I can use it on the shower doors. I also use it to clean mirrors and windows. You can use it for carpet. I have used it to clean up messes from my cats out of the carpet. I actually have a specific small one that I use for those types of messes, and it works really well. You can use it to clean the fronts of your appliances. You can use it in your car. You can use it just so many places. You don't want to use it someplace that has anti-glare, so you wouldn't want to use it on the front of your TV set necessarily, because I don't want you to remove any of the anti-glare off of your TV set. But you can use it on your car windows and lots of places outside of the home as well. You know, I keep one in my office at work, so I have it to clean my tabletop in my office and my file cabinets. Another thing that I used it on, this winter, I was reorganizing our storage, and we've been in this house like 2 years, and my daughter is in college, but she has a collection of American Girl dolls. You all know American Girl dolls. You know that they are very cherished by their owners. And she has a small collection of American Girl dolls. And when I went to move them from the boxes that we had them in, they were covered in mildew from being inside our storage room. I didn't realize how much moisture was withheld in there, and I completely freaked out when I saw it. I wish I would have taken a picture of the first doll that I pulled out. She didn't have any clothes on, and all of her plastic parts were covered in mildew, and she was really white, and it was kind of scary. And the first thing I did was I ran to the kitchen, and I was like, what am I going to use? And I grabbed my Envirocloth, and I got it wet, and it took all of the mildew off of that doll, actually off of 6 dolls. So you know how much money I had invested in those babies. It was really important to get those clean, but they were very important to my daughter, and I just wanted to share that. I'll try to share the picture. I did take one picture of one of the dolls. You could clearly see the spots all over her face, and I used the cloth for that. So I'll try to post that for you guys in the comments later. Enough about that. Let me tell you about how this cloth is constructed, okay? It is made of microfiber, and it has a micro silver weaved in with it. And I want you to just look, and you can kind of see the texture of this cloth. It is not flat. It is rigid, and you can really feel it. You can also see, you can't really see, the threads are so tiny. You can't see threads sticking out because the threads are so tiny. So to be a microfiber cloth, to be considered a microfiber, it must be 1/6 the size of a human hair for a regular microfiber cloth. Well, let me tell you, Norwex went above and beyond. A Norwex cloth fiber thread is 1/200th the size of a human hair. 1/200th. It's tiny. And it is infused with microsilver, which is what we call our backlock, which is also on this tag right here. Backlock is the registered trademark name for our cloths that have the silver infused into the threads before they are made. What that silver does, the microsilver actually helps this cloth purify itself. Silver has a natural property, has the natural properties to kill bacteria. So when you get this cloth wet, it activates the microsilver, and when you hang it to dry, that microsilver goes to work to kill any remaining bacteria that's still in the cloth after you have rinsed it clean. It's pretty amazing. I just can't say enough about how much these cloths have really changed how I clean. I don't get out the Windex anymore. I don't get out the disinfectants wipes, which I'm going to show you about here in a minute. I don't get out, you know, the Clorox spray for the Tilex, all of those brand names, all that chemical stuff. I use this cloth and water. And I'm hoping that you guys will see how wonderful it is and try this for yourself at home if you haven't yet. Let's talk a little bit about the weave. I told you about the size of the thread and all that, but the weave in this, what's special about this is a regular cotton rag is going, the cotton is actually, you know, a circular thread. So it doesn't pick things up, it just pushes them around. But these, the way this is weaved in a star-shaped pattern. Think like an asterisk or, you know, a star, asterisk, whatever. And it actually scoops and grabs and holds it like a bunch of little teeny tiny lines of shovels in here. So it holds that into the fiber and picks it up and removes it. We actually mechanically clean our surfaces by picking it up and removing it from the surface, and then we wash it away whenever we rinse our cloth. So what I wanted to talk to you tonight about was the difference between using one of these and using these gross things. I put little stickers all over it because this thing's full of chemicals. So we all know about the disinfectant wipes. I don't know, you know, about you guys, but before I knew Norwex, this was how I cleaned my kitchen cabinets or countertops before I would cook dinner. So I was literally putting chemicals onto my countertops where I was preparing my food and where my kids were coming in and touching and getting their food and things like that. And now that I think back on that, I think about how much we probably exposed ourselves to chemicals that we didn't need to be exposed to. If you've ever read the label on the back of one of these disinfectant things, did you know, this surprised the heck out of me, that when you go to wipe it up, how do you wipe it up? How did you use these to wipe things off? I would grab one out, wipe it down, and then turn around with the paper towel and wipe it dry. No. If you want to kill all of the germs and bacteria that this claims that it will kill, you actually have to leave the surface wet. This one says 4 minutes. 4 minutes. You have to leave your surface wet. So if it starts to air dry, you have to turn around and wipe it again because it takes 4 minutes for it to kill all of the germs. It has to remain visibly wet for 4 minutes, this says, and then not only that, if you are going to prepare food on the surface, you know what you have to do? You're actually supposed to take a pan of soapy water and wash away the chemical that you put on the countertop before you use it for food preparation. So even the company acknowledges that the chemicals in these are not good for us and they don't want us to ingest it. They just hide it in such teeny tiny writing. None of us pay attention to that because we think a wipe is grab it, wipe it, toss it, we're good. Not the case. Okay, so tonight I'm going to show you with a black light just the difference between cleaning a surface with a disinfectant wipe or cleaning the surface with the Envirocloth, okay? We have this cool little tool. It's called Glow Germ. And basically this is a little powder that represents real germs. It is not real germs, but it represents real germs and it glows in the dark. So I have a black light flashlight that I can use to show you the germs in the dark. So I'm gonna have to turn the lights out. First thing I wanna do though, before I do that, is actually sprinkle it on the counter here. And then get some out here. I don't wanna go too crazy with it. I have put too much on the countertop before, and then I have it everywhere, and it's a big mess. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my Envirocloth ready, so I'm gonna get it wet, and I want you to see me do that. We're just going to get it wet right here and right now. Hey, I see lots of people making comments. I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention to the comments down there. So hello to Sherry and Lila. Oh, Sherry, hey, from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Hey there. Hope your weather's good there. It's been really pretty here in Missouri today. I think we have maybe some rain coming tonight or tomorrow, though. I'm not sure. I see Stephanie's out there and Wanda. Hey, guys. Okay, so I have the Envirocloth wet so that I can clean my surface with it. And then, now that I know the kind of chemicals are in these things, I'm not touching them with my hands. I am going to put on some gloves. So, laugh if you want, but I am a cancer survivor and I have been exposed to plenty of chemicals in my time already. I went through chemotherapy treatments and radiation and lots of medications. So that's part of the reason why I actually that's how I found Norwex, was that gosh, my gloves won't go on. My hands are wet. So I found Norwex because I decided I did not want all of these chemicals in my house anymore, and I was looking for more natural ways to clean my home. So two things that I found in my journey after being diagnosed with cancer is Young Living essential oils. Love those babies. You will see them probably scattered around my house as we are cleaning this week. And the other thing I found was Norwex. So between those two wonderful companies that have our health and our homes in mind, I feel like I have some really great tools to help me live a more chemical-free. I can't be completely chemical-free. I mean, we all probably can't. We don't live in a bubble, unfortunately. You know, we're exposed to different chemicals in our workplaces and even out in public. So, okay, sorry. These little gloves are a mess. Okay, finally have gloves on. There we go. And we are going to get out one of these wipes. Okay. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to bring the camera a little closer so you're just going to see the countertop for a little bit. You can still listen to me, hopefully. Let me get the camera up here. We're going to point it down. All right. And I'm going to check out the black light here. It's not really going to show me oh, you can see a little bit. You see that shine in there? This countertop is a little tricky too, and I do apologize for that. The texture of it is kind of crazy. So let me turn this out. There we go. Now you guys can really see that glow germ. See that glowing there? All right. So we're going to take our clean wipe, which it looks a little glowy because it is white, obviously, and I'm using a black light. So you know how white kind of makes that color change there. But let's just clean up this mess that we have going, okay? Oh, well, what's going on there? Your kid just sneezed on the table in the classroom and the teacher gave him a wipe to clean up. But look at that glowing. Look at that. Okay, so that is not good. And you can see it glowing on the cloth as well. That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna set this to the side, probably end up making a mess with it later. And let's bring in the Envirocloth. This baby is going to come in and save the day. And I want you just to notice as I'm doing this, how you can see the line of where it's glowing and then where it stops glowing. Do you see that line right there in the middle, guys? You see that right there? That's where the Envirocloth just wiped all that up in one swoop. It removed 99% of the germs and bacteria just by a quick swipe, okay? And as I do that, wipe that all off there. I got it in the crevice. Now I'm probably gonna have that that stuff glowing in here forever. But anyway, that gives you a really good idea of what that looks like, right? Now let me turn the light on here for a second. And let's look at this again, okay? This is the cloth that I just used, right? Doesn't look dirty, does it? And this also doesn't look dirty. Now let me turn that light on again, okay? Let's turn the black light back on. You can see, whoops. Well, I showed you the wrong side of that. So, okay, you can see the dirty side there. Sorry about that. And let me show you clean again so you can see that. See it glow? Glows. All right, so now you're saying, well, you picked it up on there, but if you go to wipe anything else off, it's just gonna move it, right? Well, let's talk about that. Let's check this out. So we have, oops, I forgot the black light, haha. All right, so we have our glowing here, right? And we're gonna use this. We're just gonna go ahead and wipe down another surface because it still looks clean to me. We're just gonna wipe surface down. And it is now glowing again, if you can see that. I actually put the dirt back onto the surface. It did not hold on to it, it just let it go. And now I'm going to take the Envirocloth and I'm going to wipe that up again. And have that completely removed. And the one thing I love about the Envirocloth is the size of it. It is sized quite large so that you can fold it into 4s, right? And that way you actually have 8 clean surfaces to use. You can use this side, and then when that side's dirty, you can flip it over and use that side. And then when that's done, you can, you know, flip it around and fold it. And then when all of that's done, you can turn it wrong side out and you can start over. So you have 8 surfaces to use one cloth instead of having to go and use 8 of these babies that apparently just spread that gunk everywhere. What did you guys think? Did that blow you away? I don't know. It surprised the heck out of me the first time I saw it. I could not believe how this disinfectant wipes, I thought all this time I was using the Clorox or whatever disinfectant wipes to clean my cabinets, and all I was doing was shoving that dirt and grime and bacteria around and not really cleaning it up. So I wanted to show you that tonight. I hope this opened your eyes a little bit. If you have any questions at all about the Envirocloth, I would be glad to answer that. I'm actually going to come back on here about 6 o'clock, maybe a few minutes after, and I'm going to show you the partner, because every good tool has a partner, right? Kind of like Bert and Ernie, lots of different things, Beauty and the Beast. This is the Beast because it does the cleaning, and I'm going to show you Beauty, which is our window cloth, okay? So I'm going to come back about 6 o'clock. I will see you then, and I'm going to show you how I clean my mirrors and windows. And then if you have any questions, like I said, post them down in the comments. I'd be happy to answer those for you, okay? You guys have a good evening, and I'll see you in a little while. Bye.